With students back in school all across North Texas, there is a push now for the state to track something that can happen in any school district, or any school for that matter. Once for Justice reporter Alana Otler explaining why Texas is not tracking bullying like other states. Tell us more.
Doug, these days cyberbullying is unavoidable. With social media, kids can become targets anywhere at any time. So some want to know how the state can address the bullying problem if it doesn't know the depth of it.
1, 2.
From a young age, Ella Morrow knew she wanted to act. But she says that same passion made her a target.
They could tell I was passionate and confident about what I wanted to do in life and take that away from me, to the point where I didn't even like acting.
It started in 4th grade and lasted years. Ella says the bullying got so bad, she had no choice but to leave.
Because it was every single day and I would just cry and cry and cry.
So in 6th grade, Ella transferred from Mansfield ISD to a virtual school. And while Ella's story is troubling, it's not unique.
And I just think, gosh, David, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell us about everything?
Maureen Molak describes her son as friendly, athletic, and loving. But in high school, the teen became the victim of relentless cyberbullying. In 2016, David Molak took his own life.
That was the hardest time of my entire life, to see him going through that.
David's death transformed how bullying is handled in Texas. For years, schools could only investigate incidents that happened on campus, essentially excluding cyberbullying. That changed with David's Law.
We have people that reach out to us all of the time and tell us that David's Law saved their child's life.
In 2017, David's Law criminalized cyberbullying. It also required every district to create an anonymous reporting system for bullying and other threats. But there's one entity that won't see these numbers: the Texas Education Agency.
Is the state doing enough to prevent bullying?
We can always do better.
By law, at least 28 states require schools to report the number of bullying incidents to their top education agency. Texas is not one of them. In fact, efforts to mandate state reporting died in the legislature last session.
If you don't have a reporting tool out there and you don't know the magnitude of it, how do you know if it's working, and how do you know how many kids are impacted by it?
So the Ones for Justice crunched our own data. Since 2017, 31 districts in DFW received more than 8,400 reports, each one investigated by administrators.
Do you think incidents of bullying were thwarted because of this app?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
With just over 2,000 students, Venus ISD is one of the smallest school systems in DFW. But since 2017, it's received 217 reports through its anonymous system. Almost half dealt specifically with bullying.
Oh, I don't think that we have any more of a problem here than anywhere else. But at the same time, if we do, we will address it, and we'll call it what it is.
Do you know about David's Law? After losing David, Maureen Molak vowed to help others. She now runs David's Legacy Foundation, which works to end cyberbullying. But Molak says in this fight, the work is never finished.
We need to be able to measure the impact of it.
Molak says if current laws do not address the reporting requirements between districts and the state, she plans on going back to the legislature to push for change. If you want to see how many incidents were reported to your district, we created an interactive map. You can find that on our website at cbsdfw.com.
Can never argue keeping our kids as safe as we can.
Never.
Thank you.
Always a good cause.
We appreciate it. When you need consumer justice, Alana can help you out. Get in touch with her, phone or email. Either way, number is 817-586-7211, or the email justice@cbs.com.